What you playing?
I think I'm gonna go Mac.
You're playing runner side again, huh?
What do you mean again?
Or did you play Corp last time?
I played Corp last time.
Okay. What do I want to run? I want to run.
I have not played. We've only played one deck, so.
What did you run?
Hmm?
What did you run when you ran Corp?
I ran the tree. This guy, Jinteki.
Jinteki?
Yep.
On Haas.
You not taking the Corp card?
I will.
Okay. So again, the Corp side, you always got what, a card every turn?
Mm-hmm. I always start off my turn drawing a card.
Got it. And I get nothing. That's why I have the extra token.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You get the choice of what you want to do with your first action, basically.
We both start with 5.
Mm-hmm. And you already have your 5 credits. I need to sit down at the table. What's an interesting noise?
Okay, I'm gonna need a little help with the runner side now. So what are these little tokens for?
This is your MU.
Okay.
So you can have programs. They'll have the symbol with a number in it.
Mm-hmm.
You can have up to 4. Think of it as you're installing programs. This is your hard drive.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, this is your link. So when I try to run a trace against you, it's my trace versus your link. So you start at 0. Technically, you start at 1 because you're playing as Mac. Mac gives you 1. Right up here. It says in the upper left corner.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure. You play programs, hardware, resources. None of your stuff is face down. There's nothing to hide on your side. Your side is much more straightforward. You don't have to worry about advancing anything. If you want to break my ice, you have to get the right code breaks. They say right on there what they break. If it doesn't specify, if it just says ice, that means it can break any of them. Otherwise, yeah, read the cards. They'll tell you what you can do with them. That's the corp. I go first. I draw my card. First click is going to be to play a hedge fund, which gives me 4 money.
So how many games of this would you say you've played now?
2, 3, 4, 5.
5 games, okay.
Mm-hmm. Then I will throw down this on that, and last click, throw down this right here. All right.
The smart.
Oh, and then I get a coin.
Why?
My special ability is the first time I install a card each turn, I get a coin. So I installed 2 pieces of ice, so I get 1 coin.
Oh, okay.
Basically, whenever I play a face down card, that is installing it.
All right. I have 2 of these, which I don't particularly like. I've got 5 money. In order to activate these programs, I have to pay coins.
Yep, they have the cost. It's just to play them.
And the strength's in the lower left.
Yep, strength is, yeah.
Okay.
So your strength has to equal my card before you can interact with it.
So
Starting with Armitage.
1. That's not that coin, this coin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. Alright, I will use the last 3 to get 6 of them. 1.
Alright.
Oh, crap. 2, 3, 4, 6.
Look at that, 10 credits.
I'm coming for you.
I've also got 10 credits. I even got to play cards. So start of my turn, I draw a card.
You gotta earn a living here, Pat.
I will put that there. That there. That gives me a credit. So those 2 actions. And my last action will be to draw a card.
Okay. I am also going to draw a card.
Okay. One action.
And link is only good for tracing, correct?
Mm-hmm. If I try to put a trace on you, then you can use your link to try and stop that.
Well, I'm going to pay... What is that considered? Hardware, so that would be... Hardware,
Second row.
Yep. So I paid 2 for that.
1.
1 for that because the first one's free, correct?
Not free, but 1 cheaper.
Piece of hardware, yep, okay. And then I get to search for another one, and I can pay its cost as well. That only counts as 1 action, right?
Correct. Because your action was playing this card. This card allowed this one to come out at its cost.
Okay.
So.
And then to get a link apiece.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll draw a card.
You did shuffle after that, right?
I did not.
It says right on the card. Shuffle your stack.
Then I will play... well, I guess it's 1 per turn. It really doesn't matter. I'll pay 5 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mr. Big Battery Ram. Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. Fear my link.
Yeah. Okay, my turn.
Yep.
I draw a card. Because I must. Next up, I will play this here, which cost me credit, but I also gain a credit by playing it, so I'm just gonna play it.
Yep.
Then I will draw a card. And then I will
How do events work? I can play them during a run?
they're just a card that you play and it happens. That's just what an event means.
Yep.
I'll use my last action to draw a card. All right.
Yep.
Your turn.
Few there. Let's see. I will spend 1 action to get 2 money, 2 action to get 2 money. Third one to draw a card. I'm going to expose this card.
This one?
Yep.
All right.
Where does this go? Help? Heap.
Heap.
That is a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
I can spend 1 action to break.
Any subroutine. Otherwise, you can spend 3 and then another 4. So you can spend 7 money to bypass it using your guy.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. My turn.
No, I still got 1 more. I'm just thinking.
Didn't you take money 3 times and then expose?
Took
only
money
took money 2
twice.
times.
Yep.
Okay. All right, what you doing?
Oh, I guess playing the exposed card would count as an action then, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so then if I do it during the run, I have to have an action to play it. There we go. That's what
Correct.
I was
You can't play cards during your run. No card from your hand is going to take part in a run.
Okay, that's why I was asking about events. Got it.
Oh, yeah, they're an action. You play them as an action.
It's not like a quick play or anytime.
Nope,
It's...
there's 0 quick play cards in this game.
Got it.
Everything
Right.
is about preparation.
Your turn.
So what was your last action?
I drew a card. I played this card.
Oh, okay, I didn't remember the draw.
That's why I was... Yeah, I didn't realize I would use an action.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
No, so I have
0
to
and
draw.
thought, it's free!
It costs you 0 money to play.
That's true.
um, so I will res my mining corp for 1, and then I'm going to spend all my credits to get 7 credits.
Oh, your actions, you mean?
Yes.
Nice.
Your turn.
Yes, sir. And you can do that at any time?
I can do that every single turn.
That's what I mean. Yep, it's reusable.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep, it's an asset. It just sits there. Keeps doing its thing. Oh, I have to discard. Sorry.
Why?
Because I have
Oh,
too
you're
many
at
cards in
6.
my hand.
I see. Yep.
Let's go with this one.
And that's face down.
Yep.
Ooh.
You don't get to know any card that if you don't know it when it's destroyed, you don't get to know it.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this to get the last 2 monies.
Okay.
Let's see. I got 8 credits. I got... I'm gonna spend 2 to install this. I need to be using that more.
Yeah, you should be installing something every time.
Yep, that's what I mean. Okay, and then I'm gonna make a run at your hand here.
I can run in my hands. Do I want to res this? Yes, I want to res this. So, I pay 3 coins. So, do you want to spend a click to break any subroutine?
Let's see, what is
Which one are you
this?
breaking?
This is a code gate.
You can either end the run, end the run, or you can stop the brain damage.
I will stop the brain damage.
Oh, wait, so the end runs, or the run ends.
Yep.
Alright.
And it's your turn.
My turn. So I draw a card.
It's interesting. You seem to have a lot of those now. A lot. I've seen 2 of your ace. Spend action to bypass a...
So
well...
I am going to play Biotic Labor. So I spend a click and 4 money. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I gain 2 clicks. So now I currently have 4 clicks.
Okay. Can you go over your maximum?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So with 4 clicks, I will install this card. With my last 3 clicks, I will advance it 3 times.
Oh boy.
And then I will score it for 2 points. And when I score it, I get to look at the top 3 cards of R&D. If any are ice, I get to install and res them, ignoring all costs, and then trash the rest.
Wow.
Ooh. So all 3 are ice.
Ignoring all costs, including
Ignoring all costs.
layers?
What was it?
Including the layers?
Correct.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So just throw one of these here. Let's throw one of these here. And let's throw this one here.
God damn it.
That was really nice.
Oh my god.
This is the corp AJ played against me that I lost horribly at. And he got really unlucky. He scored 2 of these, and he only got 1 ice out of each, and he had to throw away agendas. But then he had his archives protected enough that I couldn't get at the agendas.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so that's my full turn.
What is this? This is a...
Sentry.
Sentry. 4 strength, so I'd have to pay... Oh, that's a lot. A lot of money to break through with that. Oh, and then me increasing the strength of the entire run. Ah.
Mm-hmm. So if there's several of the same, it's like this has 2 go gates. So if you bump this up, it's going to last for the entire run. That's going to be boosted. Otherwise, like other cards that just say gain +1 strength, that's only for that ice. Once you hit the next one, you need to bump it up again. So.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's good. So if I get 4, then I'll bust through all of them.
Correct. 4 on each.
Yes.
Because this one is not a sentry.
How many do I have? I have 6.
All 3 of them? No, this one's a code gate. Yeah.
Code gate.
Well, you're
yeah.
already strong enough for that one, but this one.
But I'd have to pay 6 to get this thing up, and then I'd have to break the subroutines.
Yes.
And I currently have 3 trace. You have 1. You can empower that trace.
I can empower my trace, and you can empower your link.
Got it. You have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. But I commit first.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, Scorched.
I was wondering why we weren't using that last time.
I didn't even realize they were there. That was the...
I'm going to draw a card.
Good.
I'm going to play this card and get 2 money of it. The other 10 goes on here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right.
What's your last thing?
Last thing is to run.
Ooh, making a run on R&D.
So I'll pay 2 money.
All right. So you're running over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So first thing, do you want to do anything about this?
Nope.
No, you're letting the trace happen?
Mm-hmm.
You've already got a link of 3. I will bump it up by 2.
You're bumping it up by 2, so it's a 3 now? It's a 5.
Yep, it's a 5. So you can spend 2 credits and not worry about the trace, or you can take the tag.
I'll take the tag.
Taking the tag. Let's just set that there. Okay, so you get the tag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then you run into the next one. I'm going to res it for 3. And you have no clicks. This was on your last click. So you suffer brain damage and end the run. So I get to take away one of your cards.
Code. Yep.
Okay, you can't do anything about it. So you lose this card. And for the rest of the game, you have a hand size of 4.
Okay.
Okay. So I draw a card. Very first thing I am going to do is spend a click and 2 credits and get rid of your job.
Get rid of my job.
Yep, this is gone.
Okay.
Next thing I'm going to do is draw a card. Last thing I'm going to do is install that card on my hand. Oop. Put it here. And that gives me a coin.
You don't have to. So it's an upgrade or something?
This is an upgrade. The only cards I can put on these are upgrades.
And you don't have to.
Nope, it's installed face down.
Got it.
I choose when I res it.
Oh, okay.
All my cards are face down except for operations.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a card. I'll pay 3 to get you. 1, 2.
He can break codes. No. If he has money.
If you have money.
By the way, you're still tagged.
Yep.
Just making sure you know.
Yep. I'm going. Oh, wait. If I lose all the stuff in my hand, I'm dead, right?
If you are forced to discard and you don't have a card to discard, you lose. You can have 0 cards. That's fine. But if you are forced to discard and can't, then you lose.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make this one a barrier so that this thing will actually work.
Okay.
Actually, again, technically all of them, so I can use all of them. Does that mean all their strength goes together with that then?
No, you still pick a piece of ice that you're hitting against it.
Yep.
You're choosing how you break it with a single piece.
And I'm running against your deck.
So there's 0 reason to have multiples of the same icebreaker out.
Yep.
Just so you know. All right, so you're running against my R&D.
Yep.
All right, so you run into the hunter. What do you want to do?
I'm going to take the trace.
Okay, so we're doing the trace again. I'll spend the credit. Do you want the tag or do you want to pay credit?
I'll pay credit.
no trace. You successfully get past the hunter. Run to the Victor 1.0. What do you wish to do?
I paid 2 credits to break 2 subroutines.
Okay, your Bathpost subroutines. You have made a successful run on my deck.
Yay!
You look at 1 card. You could just draw from it, but does it have a trash cost? Oh, nope.
Oh,
Okay.
does it have a trash cost? Well, it doesn't matter because I can't pay it.
Well, it might say it might have a trash cost of 0. So
It did not. So.
okay.
Yay!
That was it. You made a successful run. You did it. Feel proud of yourself. Okay. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
I draw a card. And then I am going to use this on all my clicks for 7 monies.
Okay. I am going to draw a card.
I also have to discard, so just a second.
This is free, so I'm going to play it. I'm going to draw a card.
And your last action?
Going to draw a card.
Okay. I have to draw a card. Start with that. I will spend an action to play Hedge Fund.
I guess that's a resource, not a hardware. Oh, which means I can't actually play that. Sorry. It's a resource. It doesn't comp for that, so I'll just draw the card.
Hardware program.
Yep.
Okay. And then I will draw a card from next action. And then I will use my last click to upgrade this, which gives me a credit. All right, your turn.
Oh boy. I am going to gain a money, spend the money, use this, and draw a card. Your turn.
Okay, I have to draw a card. I am going to play Hedge Fund. Then, that was my first click. Second click, I am going to get rid of this to put this here.
Interesting.
And then I
got a lot more money than I did.
So I'll get the money. And then I will then draw a card for my last click.
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm back up to that now. Oh, so you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright. I'm using this to draw 3 cards. I'm going to get a money and spend a money to get this. You trash another of your installed cards to gain 3 money.
Mm-hmm.
That includes these remotes then?
Those. Just a second. No.
Nope, only hardware
Those
and resources.
Program piece of hardware
Mm-hmm.
installed. Oh no, or resource. Resources are also installed.
Okay.
It says of resource, but it's supposed to be or resource.
Or resource.
Anything that stays on the board is installed.
Your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, You really hurt me with that whole... Yeah, you don't get the bank, so I can't work for a living. I mean, I can, but...
Okay, so I am going to... I have to draw a card. Start with that. I'm going to start by installing that for 2 credits. I get 1 for installing it, so I'll just pay 1. Then my next 2 are going to be to advance this. Your turn.
Oh, great. Well, let's see. At the start of my turn, I'll activate this. I'll trash one of these to get 3 money. Really
You still have all your actions.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
This isn't an action, it's just you may do it at the start of your turn.
I'm going to use this to draw 3 cards.
Remember your max hand size is 4.
At the end of the turn, yep.
I'll just remind you so that way you don't get surprised by it at the end of your turn and go, well, I would have played this card then.
We're going to use the second action to gain 2 more money. Okay, I'm starting to get some money now. It's great. Great. I'm so broke.
You have 5 credits. That's enough to do everything that you ever wanted to do, right?
Nope. Not even close. Fortunately, those things aren't very strong, and this is completely useless. Let's see.
Ooh.
All right then.
How's that go? It happens.
I'm gonna spend 2 money at an action to get rid of the trace.
Oh. But I was gonna get rid of your pawn shop.
I figured you were doing something. Oh, that only works if I have a trace, right?
Yeah, that's why I only did it when you had a trace.
That's why. That's
why you don't want to be tagged.
Mm-hmm.
I even asked if you're gonna remove. You're like, no, okay. That's a choice.
That is a choice.
I'm not gonna say it's a good choice, but it's a choice.
Well, I know I'm gonna be discarding a card, but I'm gonna draw a card and then I'll discard this card.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
Alright, I get a card. Then I'm going to spend 3 credits and 3 actions
to activate and
to score this card, which is a 3-pointer. Means I only need 2 more points.
Yep.
And when I score him, I get to res a Priest of Ice, ignoring all costs.
Yep.
So your turn. I have to discard.
Do brain damage and the run. Heimdall.
Let's draw this one.
Alright, first action, I need to draw 3 cards.
Second. No, I'm gonna drop this one.
Oh, I would love to get this early on. Jesus Christ.
You found your Magnum Opus?
Nope. I found modded.
Oh, okay.
Can install hardware lowering the cost by 3. Technically with this, it's 4. And you do what? You're just a general one. Okay. But you're That's the drawback. And that's not for the rest of the run either. I see the balance of that now. What else do I have here? Ooh, that's a hardware mod? That is a hardware mod, okay. Okay, how much money do I got? I got 3. Well,
So you drew a card?
No, I played this one.
Oh, so you still took an action. That was the
That was the
that was what I was looking for. What was the? You didn't actually take a click, so.
What is this? This is the code gate. And you have that is a code gate there, 3 strength. So I could do that. So we'll do personal touch, costs 1. I'm installing it on this one.
Gordian blade.
So that it's now 3 strength. I have
Take a click.
click. I am installing hardware.
Ooh, got the extra MU.
For
Take
1.
a click. Isn't that free? Oh no, you did this one first.
One, yep. And then let's see. I've got 1 money left, which means even if I run this, well, unless I no, shit. Well, I'm gonna get a gold. Okay.
Taking coins.
Finally getting our rig going. It only took 20 rounds.
Alright, so I am going to start off with
What's the central track again?
placing a card and advancing it twice. Your turn.
Shit. Which kind of forces my hand. I have to go with this middle one.
Unless it's a trap.
Unless it's a trap, but...
And if it is a trap and you don't have enough... Oh, you have a fair amount of cards. You'll probably be fine.
Well, oh, well. I'm gonna make a run at this one.
Right away?
Wait, I only get 2 money.
Right away?
Well, if I do that, that would do that for what? 1 action?
You do have a choice in between pieces of ice to jack out.
Meaning I don't have to face the next piece of ice?
Correct. But as soon as you start a run, you have to face the first piece. You can't they can't make me res it and then go, oh, never mind, I'm out.
Yeah, that makes
but you
sense.
can, before you hit this piece, you can go, I'm out.
Oh, that's right. This thing gets sold for 3. Okay.
Hey, look, you're rolling in the money.
I got some money at least. Okay, so now I got 5 money, which means I could certainly power this thing up now.
Oh, I actually got a money when I put in this card. I forgot about that.
I'm just trying to think how to deal with this one. I would need to spend 3 to up it. And then, so basically all 5 of mine would be able to bypass that. Or I could use actions, but we still have to worry about the other 2. And I'd lose one of this. And this has to match the strength in order to actually do anything to it. I think I'm just gonna have to make a run at this middle one.
Right away?
Right away.
Alright, so first click, you activate your run.
Yep.
Alright, you come up to this. I will be turning it on. 5 credits.
Alright, it is a tracer, sentry. And you get to choose what programs get trashed?
Yep.
Oh boy.
You can use clicks to bypass.
I can use clicks to bypass.
None of this will end the run, though.
And 1 brain damage. Oh, crap.
if the trace is successful.
Fuck. It's a level 4. Which means in order to power that up, I'd have to spend a lot.
6 money, which you don't actually have enough more.
I don't have.
So you aren't going to break any of these.
Fuck.
Which means I get to start trashing some programs.
Money. I'd certainly match that. Maybe we'll do that. I'm going to spend 2 to get rid of the trashes.
Okay, so then we run into the trace. I am not going to be boosting it because you have way too much link. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Do you wish to jack out?
No.
Do you wish to res any cards?
Res.
Or use any abilities? Technically, in between each piece of ice, that's also when you're using the abilities on your cards before you actually run into this piece of ice. So, like, this is, like, at this time, like, I could res this, or if this is something that's going to hurt you, I could res it before you, like, right before you access it, that kind of stuff. But there's nothing for you to really worry about. So, okay, you're going to be facing this ice.
Oh,
You
wait
have
a
one
minute.
click
I
left.
fucked up, didn't I? Oh, no, it's a barrier. Never mind, that's fine. I was going to have to change it to a barrier. I thought I was going to have to, but I don't have to. Okay. Yeah, so we're going for that.
So you're going with battering ram against this guy?
Yep.
So you need to spend 3 to up it to strength. And then you can either spend 2 credits.
I did 2 to bypass 2.
So you're still taking the
I can spend the
brain
click.
damage.
I can spend the click to bypass the brain damage, so I bypass all of it.
Correct. All right, then I'm going to res this one.
No!
For 3.
Oh, it's
plenty of strength. Yeah, but you have no money.
I don't have any money to bypass it. Oh.
All right, so that ends the run. There you are out of clicks, so that's the end of your turn.
Oh.
It is my turn. I am going to...
You got so much money early on. And then the free 4 fucking, or was it 3 or 4 free fucking ice? Oh,
yes, that was very helpful. Don't worry, I'm not winning.
That's good.
Due to the simple fact that you took too much of my money.
Yay! My plans worked.
So what I am going to do is, step 1, install. I get the money. Step 3, or I guess I got to draw first. That's one thing. Definitely should do that. No, okay. So step 1, install, gave me the money. Step 2, put a credit there. Step 3, put it right here. Your turn. That's all my clicks. What you doing, boy?
Crying to my mommy.
Oh, that seems like a bad plan.
That's just a general.
So currently, in order to break the very last icebreaker I have, or ice I have, you need 2 money. So if you don't have 2 money, there's no way you can access. Do you want to trash a card that you have installed at the start of your turn? Could be any of them.
Not any of them, right?
Yeah, they're all installed.
Well, I'm not using code gate because there was no code gate.
Remember, this is attached to that.
That's what I mean.
So if you trash this, they would go with it.
Actually, I don't need the hardware at all. I'll trash the hardware for 2, 3.
All right. So now you actually have the money. You can actually try and make a run. You know you need 2 for this. You can take the damages here. You have otherwise you have to have a lot of money to buff this one up to get through it. So you have to spend a click to make the run. You have to spend. I'm pretty sure you're going to spend the 2 clicks to ignore the programs, the trashing of the programs. Right.
Right.
Okay. So that means you have 1 click left.
Well, I would need 5 in order to power that up.
Correct.
To be able to.
So that's the thing is you don't have enough money to get by this. You don't have enough money to get by this, and you don't have enough clicks to get past both. So you'd either have to take the trashes, which means I'm going to trash your barrier breaker so you can't break this. Or you, because you have to try and ignore this and save enough money to do this and get, yeah.
Yeah, and that's where the sacrificial constructs would be in play, because then I could... I don't think I can run against that. I'm going to run against this.
Run against this. Okay. Hey, you successfully make it.
Hey!
Do you wish to trash it? Cost 4.
Nope.
All right. Now what?
Good question.
You could always make a run on archives, or run on R&D and try and get some points there, or maybe try it in my hand. Well, my hand would be dangerous.
What are the odds that you trashed any agendas?
Who knows? It's free to look at.
I'll look at it.
There's nothing protecting it. Okay.
It's gonna be really hard to look at, though. Were there any agendas in it?
Nope.
Okay.
I debated on it at one point.
Just cause?
I had 3 in my hand.
Ah. And what's this one all about? Let's see, we got...
Brain damage and the run. But you are already strong enough to break it, so... Oh no, yes you are, because you added this. So you can ignore this one, because that's going to be too expensive. I can't get you with that. And then this one, you need to spend at least 1 money. You can spend 2 to completely ignore it.
Okay, I'm gonna run against your deck.
Alright. So, trace 3.
Letting it go.
I'm not buffing it. You're not buffing it. Alright, you're fine. You get through. Well, how do you want to break this?
Alright, so we got a code gate, which is this one. This already has the strength. I need to spend 1 or 2.
So you need, if you want to hit my deck, you have to spend at least 1 to end the run.
I'm gonna spend 1 to not end the run, and
then you can spend 1 to not take brain damage.
I'll
or you
also not take brain damage. Okay.
Alright, you are through. You hit my R&D. You get to look at the card.
Nope.
Okay, and what you do now?
I am going to install a piece of hardware for 1 less. Oh wait, I can't do that. I don't have the hardware space. It's a program. I'm gonna get a money.
Alright, and I draw a card. And what's that? I win.
That's what I figured. You may res a... Oh yeah, that's that one.
It's the same one.
Yep.
Yeah, I had two 3-pointers and a 2-pointer in my hand at one point. I was like, I'm going to throw some stuff on my hand so that doesn't get access right now.
Right.
Because I actually have another one in my hand also.
All right. Wow.
Also, here's a fun one.
Yeah, that's one I looked at.
Oh yeah, sure you did look at it.
Pay
You could have trashed it.
Is it? Oh, it's for 0. Yeah, I was only looking for whatever. Yeah. Aggressive secretary.
Aggressive. No. Trash.
Do you need to take care of him?
I'm thinking so.
Okay. That's fine. We can take a break. I need to take a leak anyways.
I don't know if he's fully ready to wake up yet. That's the question.
Oh.
Because it's only 9:40.
Boy, being the runner is hard.
It really depends on like card draw.
Yeah. A lot of these could have saved
Like
me
you
a
have
lot
to-
of money if I would have gotten the mod earlier.
I mean, if you were 2 cards away from your big one.
What is that? Magnum Opus. Spend 1 to get 2. Yeah.
So it's basically your job, except it never goes away.
It's a pretty big investment, though.
Yeah, 5. You
Or
spent
if it's
1 to
the
get your
first
job.
one- Yeah, you spend 1 to get your job.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can, if you could combine that with wherever the hell it is, modded, you can bring that down to 1.
Mm-hmm. That's actually what I did.
When you played this one?
Mm-hmm. Because I played this deck against AJ.
Ah.
And I beat him royally.
I guess.
I got all my code. I got all my icebreakers out real quick. I had just had enough money that I could go, oh, that one? Yeah, I'm just gonna go through there. Your ice means nothing to me. And like I kept running on servers. He was putting more ice because I could make because he kept wanting to res it, which kept draining his money pool.
Yep.
So then he kept having to spend his turns just getting money, and then I would make another run and spend all of his money. And because I had made him Opus, I could get money so much easier than he could.
Oh yeah.
And that's the idea, is like it's a matter of trying to figure out a way like that. When you made that run here, you actually made me lose too much money and I couldn't win that round.
Yeah.
I had to push it to the next round.
Yeah, that is an interesting strategy I didn't think of. After you pointed it out, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You also have to pay to res these things.
Yep.
Ah.
But once they're res, I don't have to worry about it anymore. But also
Correct.
once they're res, you know exactly what it's going to cost you.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't hit you with like the surprise, ooh, I get to trash your programs. Because if you had hit this before you had the sentry out, just being like, goodbye program, goodbye program.
Blam, blam. Oh, well, I guess.
Now I have to find my icebreakers again and pay to get them out. It's a game of bluffing and then trying to figure out what's happening. And I actually had a bunch more like money generators, like my Adonis campaign.
Oh, interesting.
Pay 4, get 3 at the start of every turn until you get 12.
So it pays itself off in 2 turns, and then from there on out, yeah, it's a good investment.
Yeah. The thing is, it only takes 1 action to play.
Yep.
For 12. While you're like job, you have to keep spending actions to get that money.
Correct. Yeah.
And then like pad campaign.
Yeah, that's always good.
I could have probably thrown this out earlier and just let you try and trash it because it cost you 4, but it only cost me 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I'm gonna go get him.
Yep. Okay. I'll take a break.
Back in a bit.